Hello and welcome. And today's word or phrase is all about being home. What does home mean to you? Is it a physical place, a feeling, or a person? Being home really isn't just about where you live. It's about feeling at peace within yourself wherever you go. It's about creating a space, both internally and externally, that nurtures, restores, and reflects who you truly are. If you listen to my talk on color, I mentioned how I really bring color into my home, and different rooms have different feelings. And I've made a very deliberate and conscious effort to create those spaces for myself. I'm also a big traveler. And when I travel, one of the first things I do is pack a book that will come out onto the table of whatever room I'm in. And wherever I am, I buy a bunch of flowers. Because wherever I go, that's what I love to be surrounded by. And I feel at home there. But most of all, I do a lot of work on self-reflection and meditation to feel at home within myself. And I've done that ever since a long journey around the world that I did, where I went in search of healing modalities and adventure. And I realized that wherever I went, one thing was in common, and that was me. And it really helped bring home to me that if I am at home within my heart, I really can feel at home everywhere. And if I'm not at home in my heart, I can travel the world for the rest of time and I will never feel home. So ask yourself today, perhaps, do you feel at home in your own life? And what could you do to create more peace, more comfort, more belonging, more a sense of you in your life choices? The Dalai Lama was forced into exile many, many years ago, and he lost his homeland, but found peace within himself. And his teachings emphasize that true home is not a place, it is inner harmony. Fred Rogers, for those of you who remember, through his show, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, he helped children feel safe and valued and at home wherever they were. And psychologists say that people with a strong sense of home really do experience lower anxiety and higher happiness. And it makes sense, doesn't it? Because wherever you move, you will be at home if you're one of those people. Now, in your physical home, decluttering and redesigning your spaces intentionally can really boost mental clarity and relaxation. And in fact, the concept of home is one that we should also perhaps reflect on, because in many indigenous cultures, it's tied simply to nature, not to a building. So the home as a building is quite a new concept. So 3 actions that I'm going to invite you to consider doing today. And the first one is to declutter and really personalize your space. Surround yourself with things that really bring you peace and joy. And if you don't have a room in your home that you may share with a family or with a partner, if you don't have a room that's truly yours, perhaps you could agree with your partner and your family that you have a wall that becomes your wall, where you don't have to ask permission to put things on there. We don't have to get agreement with everyone that they like what you're putting there. But you have your wall of inspiration, and perhaps everyone in your house could have a wall or even half a wall that's their area of inspiration. Number 2, cultivate inner peace. Imagine your mind is a garden. Sometimes it needs pruning, sometimes it needs color, sometimes it needs rest. Meditate, journal, or create rituals that make you feel at home within yourself. Look at your mindset, what you're saying to yourself. Is that the home that you want to live in? What emotions would you like to be there? This is your time of empowerment. And number 3 is to strengthen some of the relationships around you. Because sometimes home really is very connected to a person, and nurturing the right connections is a very, very valuable thing to do. Comes again back very nicely to gratitude and really appreciating who we have in our life, but also making the right choices for ourselves. Today, I'm going to leave you with a quotation by Cecilia Ahern. Home is not a place, it is a feeling.